Hey everybody, happy Monday, welcome back. Today we want to give you a tour of what we've been working on every day for the last 2 months. Most people that build out camper vans, they seem to take about 6 to 9 months to do it and do it well. We bought our van on November 19th and today is January 18th. So 2 months we've been working on this in the process of also working full-time jobs and selling a house and moving multiple times. We've had a lot on our plate, but we are finally at a point where we want to show you guys what we've been doing and what we've been building out on this van. So without further ado, check this out.
Let's see Lucky. So right now she is in her daytime setup. So we've got the headboard here, which is attached to our bed frame, and in it is storage. So we'll be able to store things as soon as I have this heavy pillow off of it. In here, there's nothing in there right now, but there will be for sure. And then we've got our couch cushions that are also going to double as sleeping mats when we pull the bed out, which we'll show you here in a minute. We got some cool blankets to kind of cover up our totes here. So we've got clothing totes, our Mr. Buddy heater, it's all banded in. And then down at the end here, I don't know if you can see, we've got what we're calling our pantry and our kitchen. It's got our food here in this one, and then in this one, we've got all the things that we need to make food, with the exception of what we have in our kitchen cabinet, which is over here. Let me show you. All right, so this is what we're calling our kitchen cabinet. We've got a clasp here on the end Seth got at Home Depot, and it just clasps almost like a window lock kind of idea here. So we don't have the rattle that comes with driving when we drive, so we can clasp that down. So we open it up here, and inside we have put in here the things that we'll grab the most often. So silverware, spatulas are in a little tote in here. We've got a 2-gallon water jug inside, and then we've got our coffee cups, our percolator, and our little camp stove. It's a 1-burner camp stove. So those are the things that we've decided to tuck in here because we'll want to grab them most often. So we'll close this guy up. Of course, as you can see here, we've got a little fire extinguisher. Always smart to have one of those, so we anchored that here as well. And then we've got the LED lights that we velcroed to the ceiling slash side here along the way, and we went ahead and velcroed our battery pack for that here behind the curtain where it's hung. Seth hung us up a couple of baskets. We still need to go to the store because we haven't spent our first night, but we are going to put toiletries here that we grab for most often. And this one, and then down here we're gonna have snacks that are easy to grab. We have curtains along this side here, and the way that Seth did these is genius. Did anchored 2 screws here in the middle and put wire, thick wire, so we can close them, kind of like a curtain rod. And we have that there along the front. So up front, again, we've packed very strategically up here. We have a tape player. We have a Billy Joel cassette tape stuck in our tape player. So we'll know a lot of Billy Joel songs at the end of this whole van life thing. We have this, of course, for our GPS. And the coolest thing up here is our refrigerator. So this is a Igloo iceless cooler. If I can get it open. Of course, there's nothing in it. We still need to put some groceries in here before we hit the road in a couple days. It plugs into the cigarette lighter and keeps the food cool without needing ice, which is huge. Not only for financial, but just a mess. Ice is so messy. One thing to note with these, if you're planning on doing van life and getting one of these, at least this brand, it keeps going when the van is not on, which is great for the food, but also something to be aware of so it doesn't drain your battery down and you end up needing a jump. So we're gonna unplug it for now. So we're also planning to keep our gear bag right here behind the fridge because it's gonna have all of our gear, camera, drone, etc. that we need in it. And then tucked behind the driver's chair is our 2-man sleeping bag. So we're gonna set that up, pull the bed out, and show you guys what that looks like.
All right guys, we're gonna transform this from our daily living room into our bedroom. Check this out. All right guys, we just picked up this double sleeping bag from REI a couple days ago. and we got a great deal on it. It's a 2-person, and it's a really neat concept for a sleeping bag, because if you want to stay warm, you put the thick layer on top and it's good up to 20 degrees. And if you want to be cooler, like if we're down in the desert or something like that, we can flip it over, and this lighter top is good to like 40 degrees. So it's just a good way to split it up. So we're excited to try it. So we'll sleep here, which I'm super excited about, and then in the morning when we wake up, we'll just roll over, and we've got all of our coffee stuff right here in our kitchen. We'll pop this sucker open, whip out the camp stove, fire up some hot water, make some coffee, have some breakfast, and then throw the thing back together. So a couple other things I wanted to show you real quick is this little guy is a little chair that we whip out so I can actually have some headroom in here, because I'm 6'3", and not a lot of headroom in an Astro van for a 6'3" guy. So I've got this little stool here, and then down here we've got our tire chains in case we get into some hairy stuff, and of course Emy's shoes. Now this is our kitchen table. When we're camping, when we pull up to a spot, we can whip this thing out, set up an outdoor kitchen or whatever. That stays right there. This there, this goes here, and now for the garage, the roof rack. These right here are both 7-gallon water jugs. They're empty right now, but I've got 2 of these. I've got a 5-gallon gas tank, and then these are our storage, and of course our spare tire. And then typically right between these 2 totes is where we keep our skis, my fly rods, and all that stuff. And I have those pulled down because we're going skiing in the morning, and I wanted easier access, wanted to make sure everything was ready to go, so I pulled those off yesterday. But anyway, this has been an amazing thing for us, because there's no way we could have got all this stuff inside the van.
So that's our van as of now. Things are gonna change. What we take with us will probably change around how we set things up, so we'll definitely keep you guys updated along the way. Thanks for joining our journey. Subscribe below. We're excited to have you guys.